Together they form Voltron. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Sadly, there are only two of us, so we just form an arm and a torso. It's a very sad Voltron.
It is sad. Greetings and welcome to X-Play, the show made for nerds, by nerds, and with nerds.
Today, we bring you a review of the decidedly unnerdy sports game, NCAA Football 2006.
Plus, holy repetition, Batman, it's another damn Dynasty Warriors game. Only this time it's for the PSP.
Hold on. Yay! And if you like your RPGs difficult, pretentious, and chock full of childlike graphics, oh, we got a game for you.
Plus, will you be as confused as we are by the trailer for the new Full Spectrum Warrior game?
And last but not least, we review Killer 7, the weird game that has been polarizing the video game industry.
Is it edgy, violent, and deeply engaging with a bold graphics engine?
Or is the gameplay restrictive and frustrating while the visuals seem stuck in the PS1 era? Well, we'll tell you what we think.
But we begin with one of the best damn football games on the market, period.
Here's a review of NCAA Football 2006.
In an otherwise dismal year for EA, this near flawless game reminds us why they've had a stranglehold on the sports market for so long.
And now that EA are the only developers with NFL and NCAA licenses, let's hope they keep up the quality since we won't have any other options unless they decide to make Tecmo Bowl 2006.
In which case, there will just be a bunch of DOA girls and ninjas playing football.
I would totally play that game.
I wonder if ninjas know the wishbone formation.
And now we transition from football to Warlords. Yes, it's another Dynasty Warriors game.
I know, it seems like we review another one of these every couple of episodes. And that's because a new Dynasty Warriors game comes out every couple of episodes.
And even with an oversaturated market, they still sell faster than a 1 gig memory stick covered in crack. Here's a review of the highly portable Dynasty Warriors for the PSP.
You know, it took them until Dynasty Warriors 5 to fix the slowdown on the console version, so I guess we have to wait another half-decade for the slowdown on the PSP to get better.
And by then, we might both be dead, or hosting shows running on clean-burning gasoline alternatives, like vegetable oil, or bitterness.
You already run on bitterness. Your Full Metal Alchemist review is a byproduct.
Ah, good point.
Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
RPG fans are a special breed. They're hardcore gamers who think nothing of sinking 40 hours into a video game.
And that's why the RPGs made for them still sell, even if they have confusing titles or dated graphics. It's all about the journey.
Yes, which is something we'd like you to keep in mind as we review Atelier Iris Eternal Mana.
Because it looks like something Strawberry Shortcake threw up.
Oh, pretentiously titled Totally Average RPG, we encourage our viewers not to buy you. We tell them instead to rent you at Gamefly.com.
Gamefly has hundreds of games to rent or buy, and then you can save your money to buy life-saving insulin instead.
Or refills for your inhaler, because we geeks are a sickly people.
For example, I suffer from exhaustion, ADD, carpal tunnel syndrome, RPG radiculopathy, high blood pressure, bipolar disorder, furry phobia, violent stabbing pains in my eyes.
It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
And we thank the troops for sending us some very complimentary viewer mail.
Welcome back to X-Play. We actually have a lot of people in the armed forces who watch this show. Hello. And we wanted to thank them, thank you, by showing the trailer for the new Full Spectrum Warrior 10 Hammers game.
And then we watched the trailer and it was, well, we think there's a game in there somewhere.
So as a treat to the armed forces, we showed them what a day in their life is like.
Yeah, so much for escapism.
Yeah, maybe we'll try Cameo next time.
I like the guy's, the announcer's voice.
Yes, very...
Full Spectrum Warrior, 10 hammers.
But they don't have announcers in Iraq.
They should, though. And there were maybe like 20 seconds of gameplay in that entire trailer. I learned very little.
Well, okay, what we do know is that 10 Hammers is supposed to have an improved interface and new non-desert levels like Swampland.
Swampland?
Yeah, don't go away.
I wonder if there's a lava level.
Yeah, that'd be good. Well, the lava monster like in those Marines has.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, don't go away because we'll be reviewing one of the strangest games to come out in 2005 next.
And you've never seen anything like it.
Well, maybe that one time when you licked that psychedelic toad. Well,
Sessler, Morgan Webb, and a Killer 7 review.
welcome back to X-Play.
As the disembodied voice said, we have Killer 7 review. This is the hyper-violent game that has been intriguing us for the last couple of E3s.
It's got a very unique art style and an even more original plot. So you play a hitman with 7 distinct personalities, and each of them are playable in the game.
Will it be revolutionary or just revolting?
Find out in our review of Killer 7. You know, I think people are pretty polarized over Killer 7. They seem to either love it or they seem to hate it.
And of course, we fell in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Yes, which is why I got a 3 out of 5, and which is why we hope to make a sequel that fixes some of the gameplay problems.
But if they're going to do that, take less than, 10 years or however long it took them. Anyway,
Yeah.
people who love story and presentation, in other words, the Metal Gear fans, they will probably love this.
People who put an emphasis on satisfying gameplay, they're gonna hate it. This is one of those games that's sort of a lot better in concept than it is in execution.
Like 13. Oh, 13. We did an entire episode about 13 and the development of that game. So it had this amazing cell shaded look. It made you think you were playing inside of a comic book. Then we actually reviewed the game.
Life is full of disappointments, as demonstrated by this coincidentally on-topic viewer mail.
Today's viewer mail is from Dork Assassin. Well, Dork Assassin, my life is full of personal disappointments.
But as we said earlier, 13 was a huge letdown, but that's not the only one. I was let down by Conquer.
Yeah, I know we gave it a 4, but I think you and I personally have a little bit of an issue with it.
Well, it's the camera which really just
yeah,
kind
that
of...
single player, you don't keep a 10-year-old camera inside the game, or 6-year-old, whatever. GoldenEye
Yeah.
Rogue Agent, that should have been fun. I saw that at E3. I thought this should be really cool. No,
you
it
want to
wasn't.
play the bad guy,
Yeah.
play the evil guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't
Well,
really
then one
work
of the
out.
most famous ones of all time is Daikatana.
Yeah.
But we kind of knew that was going to suck well ahead of the time that it was actually released.
Yeah, and the Matrix games.
Yeah.
That was-
Well, no, I don't know
No,
if I
I
had
kind of
full
knew it
hope.
was going to be bad, but I was hoping.
Yeah, we're intuitive that way.